Morning everyone. I was going to do this video yesterday, but I didn't. But today I'm going to talk about why Wolves fans are starting to turn on Vítor Pereira already. And I've got quite a strong stance on this, and I'll give my reason why I think it's wrong, but I'll get onto it. But just before that, I want to talk about the passing of Hatton. Now, for those who don't follow boxing, probably have heard of Hatton, working class hero, big Man City fan. Took 30,000 over to Las Vegas to fight Floyd Mayweather. Did lose, but British boxing icon. And when he retired, he spoke really openly about his mental health and how much he'd struggled, and he tried to take his own life. And if you read reports, he was in a really good place. He had an exhibition coming up, and it's a massive shock that he passed on Saturday. Well, Sunday early hours. There was a tribute for the Man City Man United game, and it knocked me for six yesterday. Honestly, I'm a big fan of his. I was in high school when he fought Mayweather, but I followed that journey. And what I'm trying to get at is, it's mad, the death toll with lads under the age of 50. So if you are struggling, just reach out to someone, because it's absolutely shocking and crazy how many people decide to do things like that. But yeah, rest in peace Hatton, working class hero. And touched a lot of the working class football fans, not just Man City fans, but a lot of people in Britain. So yeah, really shocked by that yesterday. That's why I didn't do the video. But let's get on to Vítor Pereira. Now, obviously 4 losses in the Premier League. It's the first time we've lost 4 league games in a campaign for 127 years. Not a stat we want to be having as a Wolves team, but I knew this would happen. So fans now are starting to turn on Vítor Pereira and blaming him for our poor start. Yes, I agree, some of his decisions and some of his team selections have been poor, and some of his substitutions in game have been poor. But I'm way past the stage now where I blame the manager. Jeff Shee and Fosun are the reason we struggle at the start of every single season. Lopetegui saved us. He walked before he could have a bad start because he was given false promises. Bruno Lage had a good season. We fell off towards the end of his first season and had a really bad start because we sold our best players, and then, as we know, Lopetegui ended up coming in. Gary O'Neill takes over from Lopetegui. Has a great first season, falls off a cliff towards the end of the season, has a terrible start, gets sacked. I was happy Gary O'Neill got sacked, and I did think he was a poor manager, but this time round, we've seen it too many times before to blame the manager for this situation. Vítor Pereira himself said in the post-match video after Newcastle, if you give him time, he will come good.
For the supporters, the message is very clear for me. If I have time with my team, for sure, I will increase the level of this team. For sure. If I don't have time to training with everybody, I know, and you know, a lot of players, they went out. Players came in. It means that the players that came in, one came in the 1 month ago or 1 month and a half ago, and other players, they came in the end of the market. It means, and after they went to the national team. How is possible? It's just for a coach. It's just okay. Now you are here. Okay, we'll organize and we go to play. This is not possible. It's not. I don't believe. I proved it last season that I can increase the level of a team for sure. Me and my staff, and I will do it again. I will do it again. The last season, we had 4 games in a row. We have defeats in 4 games in a row, if you remember. But we never lost our focus. We never lost our way to improve. This is the way to improve. This is the mentally and tactically speaking. It means that we know what we must do with the team, and the team knows what we can do to improve. And this is time to be patient and to support the team. Just this.
Yeah, so like if you think back to January, we lost 4 in a row in January, and then we ended up having that 6 wins in a row. And it's not his fault that we got all our players in way too late in the summer window, and then he's been having to work with bloody crumbs really in the first 3 Premier League games, and obviously the international break happens. So I do feel for him a bit, and it's just the same old story. And this plays into Jeff Shee's and Fosun's hands. They want us to blame the manager. They want to go, look, we've backed him, we've done everything we can, so it takes the attention off them. Vítor Pereira had a good connection with the fans last season. We had that winning run, and as I said, I'm repeating myself, he's shown what he can do with a bit of time. So give him time, right? And don't get your anger towards Vítor Pereira. Don't fall into the trap. This, in my opinion, this is Jeff Shee's fault. There's one man, and it's Jeff Shee. He's clueless. You saw his interview. He thinks we had a good window. No, we didn't. Vítor wanted a midfielder. We sold our best players again in Cunha and Ait-Nouri. We sold our best players the season before in Kilman and Neto. This sell to buy model and this lack of ambition is the reason why we keep having poor starts to every season. So my message to Wolves fans watching this, and this is just my opinion, obviously some people have got their own, so they want Vítor Pereira out already and want Nuno back. Nuno won't come back to Wolves in a situation with Jeff Shee still there. They fell out. They did. That's just the God's honest truth. They fell out. Nuno wouldn't come back to Wolves in this situation. We're in a worse situation now than we was when he left, and he was frustrated back then. So Leeds is a massive game, and he did say in his press conference that he can't promise a win.
How important does next Saturday feel already in the season?
Very important, because it's the next game. It's very important for us. We need to get points, but you know, about the points, you cannot. It's something that I can't promise you that we'll get the 3 points. But what I can promise you, and what I want to see in my team, is the same spirit, the same attitude that I watched today in the game.
Yeah, so as you saw there, he can't promise 3 points, which is a bad thing to say, but he's under a bit of pressure. But he's now got a good run with the squad, and once he gets on the training pitch, and once people get fitness, and once Strand Larsen comes back, hopefully he can work his magic and do what he did towards the end of last season and get us on a winning run. Because it is, I think that's 8 games without a win in the Premier League if you count the end of last season as well, and it is concerning, but it's happened too many times now just to blame the manager. You've got to point your finger at Fosun and Jeff Shee for me. So that's just my 2 cents on it, everyone. Comment your thoughts down below. Is it just Vítor for you? Is it just Vítor? Do you want him gone? But then what do you do? We're in the same situation again. It's like a merry-go-round. But please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. As I said, comment your thoughts down below. And I'll catch you for the Leeds preview. Cheers, everyone.